Peace was good. Welcome to another installment of my movie collection. This is gonna be part six. Hopefully this will be the last one I do for a while, cause I try to keep up more with the beat videos and the album reviews and things of that nature. I was gonna kind of like speed through like all the rest of the DVDs that I have, cause you know how I get down. Like some people complain that my videos are too long or whatnot, all that bullshit. But I try to make it interesting and things like that. I like details and stuff like that. But in this video, I'll just do like some cool video, cool movie. If you like such and such type of movie, go pick it up. All right. First things first is Brandon Lee's first movie, Legacy of Rage, released in 1986. It's a dope flick. Definitely if you're into movies like if you're into like betrayal, like your best friend, a friend of yours betraying you, things of that nature, pretty dope. You know, Legacy of Rage, released in 1986. Like I said, this is Brandon Lee's first movie. If you're a fan of Brandon Lee, definitely want to add this in your collection. Legacy of Rage, 1986. Next movie is Murder Music by Mobb Deep, released in 2019. Well, the DVD itself was released in 2004. It was originally supposed to be released in 1999, but it had a couple of setbacks. I believe in Prodigy's book, My Infamous Life. Definitely go pick that up if you haven't picked it up. Definitely worth the money. But anyways, it was supposed to be released in 1999. But like I said, it suffered a couple of setbacks and things of that nature, and you could tell too because of the music that's played throughout the movie, plus the dress code that they were wearing back in the late '90s and shit like that. And just you can see when Cormega, you see Cormega in the movie, but it's just like a slight cameo. He's rocking braids and shit like that. So is Prodigy. Definitely a dope movie. It's not the best hood movie, but it's definitely dope. If you're a fan of Mobb Deep, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. Like I said, you have to be a Mobb Deep fan to really appreciate this movie. I like it, but don't expect like Oscar award winning, you know, acting and things like that. Big Noyd, he's actually the main character of the movie, even though he's an affiliate of Mobb Deep. But he actually has potential in the acting role. But like I said, don't expect Oscar award winning acting with this movie. Murder Music, released in 2004, originally supposed to be released in 1999. Good luck finding this, because this movie is actually out of print and it goes for a pretty penny. So if you find it used in the store for a decent price, and you're a fan of Mobb Deep, don't hesitate to pick it up. You already know about this movie, American Pie, about three senior kids who try to get laid before the end of the school year because they're about to graduate high school, and they make a pledge and to get laid by the last 3 weeks of school and things of that nature. If you like movies like Porky's, movies like that, Revenge of the Nerds, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. Trivia, or little gem I should say, this was actually the first DVD I ever bought in my life. So even though it's not the best comedy in the world, this movie actually has like sentimental value to me. You know what I mean? Just the fact that it was my first DVD that I ever bought, and at the time I had a PS2, so this is before I had a DVD player. Those like the dual VHS dual DVD combo VCRs whatnot. But now I got a PS3, so I don't have to worry about all that shit. But it's American Pie, released in 1999. Go pick it up. Crying Freeman, released in 1995 with Mark Dacascos. Very dope movie. It's based on the anime manga Crying Freeman. It's pretty much about a guy named Yo who works for underground Chinese mafia called the 108 Dragons. There's a girl named Emu who witnesses a murder. He's supposed to kill her, but instead he falls in love with her. Things of that nature. The reason why it's called Crying Freeman is because anytime he kills his victims, he cries, sheds a tear and shit like that. Um, Dope movie overall. I really like it. I think, to me, in my opinion, it's definitely one of Mark Dacascos' best movies. In my opinion, the action scenes, the shooting scenes and all that, the fighting scenes, all dope. This movie you're not gonna be able to find in America, at least in stores. Um, I got this in New York. My cousin, like, he has like a whole bunch of martial art movies, and this is like one of the movies that he gave to me. To find this movie, you would have to probably go like flea markets or like Chinatown. Where they sell like a lot of martial art movies and a lot of pirated art martial art movies and stuff like that. Definitely, if you could find it in those stores or even certain malls in some parts of the country that sell martial art movies. Cause I know in New York, like, I could go to like Green Acres Mall or Kings Plaza, and I could find a kiosk and shit where they sell bootleg martial art movies and hentai and all that shit. And if you find that this movie and this, definitely pick that up. Um, this is Freeman, released in 1995. Go pick it up. Um, we already know about this movie, Juice. Classic movie, hip hop movie. I feel like this is a must own for every, even must own for every hip hop head. Even if you're not into hip hop, just the overall movie is a great movie. Dope acting. Matter of fact, a lot. These were actually their first movie that they ever done. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, and stuff like that. Pretty good. Except for Tupac, I think Tupac, he had like a little cameo for the movie. Nothing But Trouble. Yeah, I think it's called Nothing But Trouble. That was featured on what's that? But he had like a little cameo, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Unless he did like cause I know he did a soundtrack with Digital Underground for that. I forgot the name of the song, but it was a song that they did for that movie, Nothing But Trouble. And I guess he was in the video or he did a cameo of the movie. It's one of the two. But definitely a dope movie. If you're a fan of early '90s hip hop, you're a fan of like just like hood movies, this is definitely a dope, powerful movie. I'm so glad they didn't go through with the remake because that shit would have been an abomination in hip hop. Juice, released in 1992. By the way, this is a Blu-ray DVD, people. So let's get that happening. Then we got Warriors, released in 1979. Classic fucking movie. Again, one of those movies that everybody must own in their collection. I mean, where you have a gang called the Warriors. It's pretty much about a guy named gang called the Warriors. Their set is in Coney Island and shit like that. And there was a guy, gang leader. I forgot what his name. I think his name was Nucleus or some shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. But the Warriors and all the gangs in New York City just meet up in this one location in the Bronx, and he and then one of the rival gangs of the Warriors, I forgot their name. I think they were called the Rogues or some shit like that. They killed the gang leader and stuff like that, and they blamed the Warriors. The Warriors were framed for that murder. So you have people like all the gangs from New York City at the time, trying to kill the Warriors and stuff like that, trying to avenge the death and shit like that. I thought it was a pretty dope movie. And what's interesting about this movie, you see like a little cameo of the Zulu Nation. My hip hop heads would know about that. You know what I mean? From what I heard some cons about the re-released version of this, the one that came out back in like 2006, where how you skip a scene and whatnot. It has like a really annoying transition where it comes out like a comic and then like a picture pops out and the page flips over just to change the scene. Like, it's really annoying. You know what I mean? If you want to avoid that, just if you could find this version, definitely pick it up. Cause that shit would annoy me. I almost was gonna give this away, but I'm gonna keep it. You know what I mean? But this is definitely a dope movie. Definitely a must-have in collection. The Warriors, 1979. Pick it up. See how much time I got left. Still got time. Trying to just go through fast, you know. Apocalypse Now, the Redux version, very dope movie. It's pretty much about a guy named Willard, played by Martin Sheen. He, you know, his mission is to go look for Colonel Kurtz, played by the late great Marlon Brando, rest in peace. He's a colonel that went AWOL and stuff like that. So he's set himself in a little village in Cambodia where he's posed as a god pretty much. People respect him and shit like that. And pretty much Martin Sheen's mission is to kill him pretty much, or bring him back alive, dead or alive. But you would have to watch the movie. Very dark, very gritty. It's kind of psychological in a way. Very dope movie. Francis Coppola, definitely one of his best movies in my opinion, besides The Godfather, because a lot of people know Francis Coppola from his Godfather movies, but this movie right here, so ill. The Redux version, this is the one with the added, with the 53 minutes that was cut off from the original version. Because the original version, I believe, was, I think, like two and a half hours. This is like about 3.5 hours. So you're getting more for your buck. You know what I mean? If you get the Redux version, definitely pick it up. If you find it, don't be hesitant to pick it up. Definitely one of Martin Sheen's best movies. Versus, released in 2000, very dope movie. So I say this, because the plot is very complex to talk about. It's very hard to explain. But if you like if you're a fan of movies like well, not movies, but if you're a fan of like movies like The Matrix, if you're a fan of Evil Dead, things of that nature, and supernatural zombie, that type of shit, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. Dope action scenes, very gory, things of that nature, very dope. Like I said, this is Versus, released in 2000. Like I said, I'm trying to skim through. Mafia, Welcome to the Famiglia. This is a compilation of movies. Comes in 3 movies. I think it's a single disc. I got this at Walmart for like $5. It's about different movies, about the mob and stuff like that. Not very good. Very low budget. And I like, me, I like low budget movies, but the movies that were kind of boring and things of that nature. But if you're a Mafia fan, you will definitely enjoy this film. Don't expect Godfather, Goodfellas, that type of shit. But like I said, these are just like a compilation of movies. Things like that, movies that that were that didn't really come out in theaters, that came out like in grindhouses and shit like that. You know what I mean? But this Mafia, Welcome to the Famiglia. I got this at Walmart years ago, so I doubt you're gonna find it. Unless you get it used. Straight Outta Brooklyn, released in 1991. Very, very powerful movie. Very underrated in my opinion. Very touching, powerful movie. Like I said, as you can see, Larry Gilliard, I should say. You guys should be familiar with, for all my Wire fans. He played D'Angelo Barksdale. You know what I mean? Avon's nephew and stuff like that. Very good movie. Another trivia for my hip hop heads: if you on the song "You Must Be Out of Your Fucking Mind" by Fat Joe from his first album Represent, that skit that's played in the beginning of the song is a "Hey, you come here, you must be out of your fucking mind, man. I'm gonna kick your ass, man. Hey, you come here." It's from this movie. Very dope movie. Very powerful, very sad, very gritty. I definitely enjoyed this movie. I definitely recommend you getting this movie. If you like movies like, like Boys in the Hood, Juice, Clockers, things like that, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. Released in 1991, takes place in Brooklyn, Red Hook, Brooklyn to be exact. Definitely a dope movie. it might be out of print because of the MGM grand and shit like that, since they went out of business and stuff like that. Um, this is Rough Riders Thug Workout. I didn't buy this shit. A kid I knew had it. He bought it. He left it at my house, so I just kept it and shit like that. It just see like Rough Rider affiliates. That's part of like the workout team that they have and stuff like that. Just showing them, just showing you guys, how to do certain workouts and stuff like that. It's very creative shit. Um, Definitely dope. If you're a Rough Riders fan, just to have in your collection, definitely a must have in your collection. Jet Li, Legend of the Red Dragon, pretty cool. It's your typical, is your typical, uh, you know, the warriors, attacking the village, and guys, just trying to take over the whole army and things of that nature. Pretty dope action scenes and stuff like that. This movie came out, I believe, in the DVD itself came out in 2002, or 2001, I should say. But I think this movie came out back in, I want to say like '94. I want to be sure about that. I'm not sure, but definitely a dope movie by Jet Li. This is Legend of the Red Dragon, probably. Next movie, Sugar Hill, released in 1993. With Wesley Snipes, Michael Wright right here. Very dope actor, very underrated. Very dope movie. About these two brothers that work for the mafia. They sell drugs. They're like the biggest drug dealers in Harlem and things of that nature. And then overall, he meets a love interest played by Teresa Randall. He wants to get out of the game and stuff like that, but he has conflict with that, and things of that nature. His brother is kind of like the hard-headed brother, little brother that's hard-headed and stuff like that. He doesn't want him to leave the game and stuff like that, and it goes on and on. There's a lot of betrayal going on. It's pretty dope. Definitely recommend. Definitely one of a sleeper in my opinion. Definitely one of his best movies in my opinion. This is Sugar Hill, released in 1993. By the way, there's another movie called Sugar Hill, but it's a blaxploitation zombie movie that came out in the early '70s, like around 1974. So it's like a zombie movie, pretty dope. Definitely pick it up if you can find it. Jackie Brown, released in 1997. Yeah, 1997. Very dope movie. Definitely one of Quentin Tarantino's best movies. I feel like it's kind of slept on in my opinion, because a lot of people, they know Quentin Tarantino for like movies like From Dusk Till Dawn, Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, movies like that. But this is definitely a dope movie. Jackie Pam Grier is looking fine in this movie. A lot of people know Pam Grier from back in the day. Yeah, she was sexy back in the '70s, but I don't know, when she got older, she got kind of thick in a way, if you know what I mean. And she was looking kind of sexy, if you know what I mean. But they all do their thing in this movie. A lot of dope A-list actors. I mean, Pam Grier, like I said, Samuel L. Jackson, can't go wrong with him. Robert Forster, very underrated actor. He does one of my favorite movies of all time, Vigilante. Definitely check that movie out. Robert De Niro, can't go wrong with him. Michael Keaton, very good actor. Bridget Fonda, dope movie. Definitely pick it up. One of Quentin Tarantino's illest films. Mad Max, released in 1979. Definitely one of definitely one of Mel Gibson's best movies in my opinion. This is Mel Gibson before his prime, before he became all Americanized and shit like that. Definitely a dope movie. I really love this movie a lot. I like this movie and The Road Warrior that came out 2 years later, back in 1981. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, I didn't really care for. I think a lot of people liked it because of Tina Turner. Let's keep it real. I didn't think she did that role justice. She was okay, for the time, but watching in retrospect, I wasn't really feeling that movie. But the first two, this and Road Warrior, I definitely recommend. If you're into like post-apocalyptic type of movies, definitely pick this up. See how much time I got left. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop right there, but I'm almost done. Stay tuned for part 7. Peace.